Hi Sagittarius, and welcome to December 2021 general reading. So you got two Lenormands, you've got the Book of Knowledge. I love that card. It's about studying the deepest, the deepest meaning of life, the esoterics, the great secrets, the great mysteries. And then you get the Garden, which is about socialization, connection, being with other people. Very, very nice card to have around the holidays, I have to say that. And the Book of Knowledge, some of you might be seeking some answers to some deeper questions. I mean, it really, really is a very Sagittarius card. So, yeah, Jupiter. That's Jupiter's energy. It's about a universal law. I would say Jupiter and Scorpio and Pisces to a certain extent. So that's what you get. That is Lenormand's for December. Let's see what the cards have got to say. Sagittarius, there's a really good chance this will be my last month posting, okay? The channel's not been supported in any way whatsoever. And I think I might have to go to where my energy is more, I just want to go where my energy is more received, okay? Just to let everyone know, I didn't want to just disappear. I mean, who knows, there might be a complete change, but as I can see things now, this will probably be the last time I'm posting here. So I have got a website, the links are below, and there is a PayPal button if you want to support the channel. But let's have a look. We're going to pull 7 cards. Sorry, it's been a really quite hard process working through. It's brought me so much joy, but you can't stay where you're not supported. It's almost like a, one of these sort of, that's what we're moving away from, that age of Pisces, where the age of Aquarius is about the age of reciprocity. So I don't know, I'm being guided at the moment. That's the way it's going. So what you want is the King of Wands. The gift is the 8 of Pentacles. That's probably the knowledge. So I think maybe some of you are doing some studying. The King of Wands is about a fire sign person, or it's about your own energy. It's about your fire, your creativity. And our fire and our creativity is always about our purpose. It's in the birth chart as well. The 3 fire signs, they work in a beautiful trine. So maybe there's a sense of purpose here coming up. The challenge is the 6 of Wands. 10 of Pentacles in your relationships. Really nice card to have around the holidays. Stability, security, a lot of openness, so open sharing, having plenty to share, 9 of Cups and money and work. Excuse me, I'm laughing. And the Knight of Swords, a soul level. Something's moving, and it's moving fast, and then you get the Judgment card. So if any of you have felt you've been in the dark night of the soul, the dark night of soul is not a punishment, it's a movement from one way of life to another, and it becomes challenging when we don't know what the next step is, and that's why it's called the dark night. But what it really is a movement into really deep mysticism, that give me the right words, living in faith, living in trust that there's an intelligence that knows what it's doing and it guides our life. Very, very Jupiter energy. And what you want is that sense of purpose. Bring your visions into the world, Sagittarius. That's what the King of Wands is, but it might be a person, a fire sign person. If not, this is your energy. You're the king of that fire. You've got it in your hands. And it looks like, because the 8 of Pentacles is the gift, and you got the Book of Knowledge, so some of you might be doing some deep esoteric studies. It doesn't have to be esoteric, it can be studies Work. Something to do with bringing a vision into the world. The challenge is the Six of Wands. So when the Six of Wands is a challenge, it means what you're working with still might be a little bit in the shadow. So, you know, when it's still in the shadow, there's a little bit of a battle, and the battle is between the head and the heart, between, well, what if I'm not seen? What, you know, what if? That's what the Five of Wands is. And for some of you, you've not fully made that leap into whatever this fantastic change is about. And it looks like this change, because of the King of Wands, is something to do with your desire nature. Now, people get desire wrong. And I'm not talking about desire for a Ferrari. That, you know, but pure desire is like, oh, I've got the desire to paint a picture. I've got a desire to study astrology, to get a birth chart reading. That is when the divine is actually manifesting through us. So a desire is one of the ways that the universe manifests through us. It becomes a difficulty when all those old memories are triggered. Well, I wasn't received last time, or I did this before and it ended up there. That is where the challenge is, okay? And that's what I mean, where you're still maybe a little bit in the shadow with that. And the shadow is just an unprocessed experience, which still affects our perceptions today. You've got the Ten of Pentacles in your relationships. Beautiful card, by the way, to have here. I think you, is it Gemini? Got a very solid reading. So this is about sharing. It's also about having enough to share. And obviously the irony is, when we share, we have enough. Everything in this world is back to front. People don't think they don't have enough, so they don't share. But that is why they don't have enough. Very much the Western mindset. When Jupiter in Sagittarius rules the right brain hemisphere, which is much more what is the law of prosperity. Yeah, but this is about having plenty to share. And that's why you have plenty to share. Trust me, guys, okay? But this is obviously about family. Whatever, how you define that. How you define it is according to how you define it. It looks like it's a very stable, very connecting card. Great card to have around the holidays. Yeah. Nine of Cups and money and work. So something's going really, really well. This is about the heart's desire. Yeah. And part of the heart's desire is to do with the fire trinity. It's more Leo. And Leo represents our purpose. I know Leo's a fire sign, but the Nine of Cups is about wish fulfillment. And I think for some Sagittarius, there's a lot of energy coming through you about desiring something. And I don't know quite what it is. It might be to do with relationships, but I think it's also to do with your sense of the earth, Eight of Pentacles. It might be to do with studying and beginning to follow an impulse that's coming from your heart. That is the Age of Aquarius, because the Age of Aquarius is about integrating Leo, which rules the heart, which rules living with a sense of purpose, a sense of destiny, whatever that looks like to you, Sagittarius. And it changes as well. 1 minute it's doing this, and then a few years down the line it might be something else. It's not static. For some people it is. For some people it's always evolving. So the wish fulfillment card and money and work. If you've been looking for a job, this is absolutely fantastic. If you're not looking for a job, but you're looking for some sort of expansion around your heart, around your desire nature. And desire is literally how we expand our lives. But a lot of the pain is in the unfulfilled desires, and that's how a lot of us say, well, I'm not going to do that again. And really that is where we have to do the deep, 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 deep clearing work to clear those memories, yeah? Knight of Swords at a soul level, you're off on a journey somewhere, and it's with the Chariot card. So these are 2 vehicles. Some of you might be traveling. I think it's a huge that you're traveling. Someone's traveling to see you, or there's very, very sudden news coming your way. Okay, so the Knight of Swords, I would say, is the fastest moving knight. Sometimes, especially, see when he shows up with a card like the Tower, 1 minute our life's here and then it's suddenly different. I love those combinations of cards. It's like some opportunity comes our way, an insight happens, an awareness happens, and suddenly we're off in this brand new direction. And the direction you're going to, Sagittarius, looks absolutely fantastic. I mean, look at the cards that you got. It's wonderful. And then you get the Judgment card. So the Judgment card, again, it's sort of paired. I've got tons of pairing cards. And the Judgment card is the opposite side of the Death card. So, you know, the Death cards, quite often we don't know what's coming next. So, you know, we're living in that part of the great mystery. And the Judgment card is rising out of it. It's like the phoenix rising from the ashes, yeah? Coming reborn. And this is a card of reuniting. It's a card of something regenerating, so coming back to life. You know, it's almost like springtime. That's what it is. It's spring. So you've been in this, oh my gosh, what's happening next? And suddenly springtime comes again. And I'm not sure what that, you do get it around the Lovers card, so I don't know if this is about relationships, it's about connection by the looks of it. But I think that there's an awful lot going on about your sense of your place in the world. And your place in the world about, what do I do with my time? Yeah, how do I best use this one and precious life that I have? Well, I don't know if it's, I don't think we only have one life, but how do I use this precious time? You know, how do you use your precious time, Sagittarius? It's one of the biggest questions we'll ever ask. And some people are really happy to use it in a way that is for sustaining their tribe. Some people really, really need a sense of, oh, I was born to do this sort of energy. And I think being a Sagittarius, you probably go more on the line of wanting something that really gives you a sense of fulfillment. And that's what you're looking for with this King of Wands. A master of the flame. And that master of the flame is just the master of the life force and how it's being applied. Is it being applied in a way that's fulfilling? Is it being applied in a way that brings a sense of stability and openness and regeneration to my life? Or am I wasting my time putting my energy down a plug? Which is sort of what I've been feeling a little bit with doing these videos, guys. And it's not about doing the videos, it's about when they're not received. And it's not that they're not, but I guess what I'm trying to say to you is we're all on a universal level going through the same initiation. All of us are, honestly. So, well, not everyone, but most of us are. And a lot of us are saying, how am I going to use this precious life of mine? And wanting to use it in a way that serves all of you. Fantastic reading, Sagittarius. And yes, I do wish you all the best for the holidays. Again, my website and my email are below, and you're very, very free to keep in contact. And who knows what this creative impulse and how it's going to act through us next. And you might find January, oh my God, I'm back again because the creative impulse asked me to. We should always be following our creative impulse. Sometimes it leads to dead ends, sometimes it runs out because a new one wants to start. And we're always somewhere in this process, Sagittarius. And yet my throat is really sore. And I wish you all the best. Lots of love. Bye.